Hello and welcome to another reading vlog. This week I have two arcs that I need to read. The first one is First Time Caller by B.K. Borison, and the second one is Sophie's Ruin by V.I. Davis, which is the sequel to Josephine's Tear. It's a vampire romantasy. V.I. Davis is an indie author, and I actually read Josephine's Tear when it came out, and I'm on her street team. She's super nice. She's a really good writer, so I'm excited to read the second book to see what happens. First Time Caller is a romance book by B.K. Borison. I've read two of her Love Light Farms books and really liked them, so I was super excited when Berkley sent me the arc for this one. This is what it's about. A hopeless romantic meets a demoralized radio host in this cozy, Sleepless in Seattle-inspired love story. Aiden Valentine has a secret. He's fallen out of love with love, and as the host of Baltimore's romance hotline, that's a problem. When a young girl calls into the station asking for dating advice for her mom, the interview goes viral. Lucy Stone thought she was doing just fine. She has a good job, an incredible family, and a smart, slightly devious kid. But when all of Baltimore is suddenly scrutinizing her love life, or lack thereof, she begins to question if she's as happy as she thought. With the help of the radio station, maybe a little more romance wouldn't be such a bad thing for Lucy. When sparks start to fly behind the scenes, Lucy must make the final call between the radio-sponsored Happily Ever After or the man in the headphones next to her. I love this cover as well, and I'm excited to start this one. Sophie's Ruin, like I said, is the sequel to Josephine's Tear. Josephine's Tear is a vampire book about a world where humans, vampires, and witches live, and the vampires are the ruling class, and they're supposed to protect the humans against the dark witches. And every year there's a ceremony that happens where the vampires choose a vassal, so someone that they can feed on for the year. Sophie's mother dies in the beginning of the book. Spoiler, but not really, because it's the plot of the book. And she is convinced that a vampire is behind it, so she goes to the vassal ceremony and makes sure that she gets picked so she can find out what happened to her mom, and then all this other stuff happens. It's really good, very interesting. I love the plot, I love the characters. And the first book didn't really end on a cliffhanger, but it definitely ended in a way where you want to see what happens next, so I'm excited to start the arc for that one. Also, this one comes out in 1 week exactly, so I really need to start it. It comes out on February 11th. My goal was to read all of the arcs I have before they came out, but that's not really happening, so hopefully I'll finish it before it comes out. Update. I started First Time Caller last night. I read about 50 pages, could not put it down. Just like with her other books, there's humor, there's heart. I'm already 50 pages in and I can tell I'm gonna love it. My goal for today is to read to about 100 or 200 pages. Not read 200 pages, read to page 200 or read to page 100. I haven't decided yet. We'll see. Last night I sat down to read just a little bit, and I ended up reading 50 pages in less than 30 minutes because I was super into it. But I'm really loving it so far. I love the characters already. Lucy is down on her luck, romantic at heart. Aiden is kind of jaded by romance due to his job. So I'm excited to see what they're gonna be like together. Okay, update. I made it to page 100. Still loving it. I'm just really enjoying the story so far, and of course the characters, and the overall theme and commentary, I guess, on what it's like to be dating and in the dating world and how tiring it can be and not settling for anything. This one is definitely going to be in the running for one of my top reads of the month. I can already tell. my gosh, this book is making me laugh out loud, like sitting here laughing like an idiot because the banter and it's just funny. Her books are so funny and cozy and magical almost. I'm thinking I'm gonna finish this in the next day or so. Like, I can't stop reading. Okay, I'm a little over halfway through First Time Caller. The two main characters just kissed for the first time. It was an F-it moment. I really do think maybe I can finish this today. We'll see. It's already like almost 5 p.m., but I can't put it down. I'm obsessed with Aiden. So now I'm gonna go back to reading and try to finish this. Another first time caller update. I literally don't want to stop reading. Like, that's all I want to do is just read this book, which is always a good sign. Okay, I finished First Time Caller last night, a little after midnight. I had to finish reading and I couldn't put it down. Overall, I really loved this book. I can see it being one of my top reads of the month. There were a few parts in the middle where I felt myself kind of dragging, but then it would pick up again. It was just filled with so much charm and love, and I laughed. It was funny. I absolutely love the found family in this. Lucy has sort of pieced together her own family after she was basically disowned by her real family. And then there's all of the heartstrings crew. I just really loved all the dynamics between the characters. And this is the first in a planned 3-book series where each book is based on a Nora Ephron movie. And so I'm like trying to guess like who the next book is going to be about, because there's so many characters that you meet in this one. So I'm looking forward to the next books to see who those are about, and who we get to learn a little more about. Another reading update from the couch. I'm sorry if this is a boring reading vlog, but I'm like 20% into Sophie's Ruin and my heart. I'm going to need therapy after this book. I'm liking it so far. It picks up immediately where Josephine's Tear left off, which is book 1. And so I'm really liking the storyline so far and looking forward to reading some more and hopefully not having my heart ripped out any further. So okay, I'm like 42% of the way through Sophie's Ruin, and Miss V.I. Davis is going for maximum emotional damage this time around. I need to keep reading because I need to see one of the characters safe and sound. Okay, I finished Sophie's Ruin last night. I flew through that book because I was just desperate to find out what would happen next. I really enjoyed the expansion of the magic in this world. And just like with Josephine's Tear, the first book, it was passionate and swoon-worthy and eerie gothic. I really like the vampires in this series. They remind me of the Volturi from Twilight, just very like gothic, Victorian-esque sort of creatures. And we get Henry, his POV in this one, which is just amazing. You get to see his perspective on things that happened in the first book and his perspective on things in this book, which were kind of but definitely check out Josephine's Tear and Sophie's Ruin when it comes out. Josephine's Tear is out now. Sophie's Ruin comes out February 18th. Definitely check them out if you're into vampires and gothic romance, magic and witches, all that stuff. Thank you so much for coming along on my reading my arcs vlog sort of thing. I'm trying to get better at reviews. I'm a little more succinct, is that even the word? Elaborate, whatever the word is, on my Instagram. I post my reviews there. Who am I kidding? I'm horrible at reviews there. But if you still want to check out my posts, you can check out my Instagram, Claire's Bookish. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.